Hello everyone, my name is Yesenia Esquivel and today I have the honor of introducing my younger sister Betzayda Esquivel for her senior speech. Being the older sister is definitely hard. You always have someone watching your everyday move as well as following your footsteps. But being Betzayda's older sister has definitely kept life interesting. She might seem shy and soft-spoken at first, but when you really get to know her, you can tell she is really loud and actually a crazy girl. So she sometimes has some crazy and wild ideas that I might not like because they scare me, but being her older sister, I have to go with the flow and just support her in what she chooses to do. This year has definitely not been easy for everyone, and I have seen my sister overcome so many struggles that this ever-changing world has thrown at her. I have seen her have to work 2 jobs as well as go to school. I have seen her have to miss out on her favorite thing, which is doing color guard in person, as well as missing out all the senior year traditions. But she's overcome them and become resilient, and she's done everything with a smile and a couple of tears here and there. But overall, she has been so strong throughout it all, and this is why I admire her. So without further ado, I introduce you to Betzayda Esquivel. Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on my senior speech video today. My name is Betzayda Esquivel, as my sister mentioned, and ever since I was little, I have always been the type of person to stay in my comfort bubble. I would usually never go out of my way to experience new things or make myself have fun. I would say that I'm somewhat of a shy person, or in other words, antisocial. I have always had a hard time speaking to people since I do feel like every time I communicate to someone, I feel like I'm gonna say something wrong or I'm bothering them with all my questions. But ever since I got my first job, it really helped me open up. We all know that this year has obviously been a whole roller coaster of emotions, and for me this has been an eye-opening experience. To start off, my favorite thing that I love to do, which is color guard, was cut short due to the current circumstances of the world, in which we will not mention since we already hear this word every single day. And after that, my family was having some financial issues which caused my part-time job to turn into a full-time job. While all this was going on, I started realizing that for the past 17 years of my life, I had not really enjoyed myself, and I was really starting to regret not being that outgoing person that everyone in my family thought I was. So, I decided to do something super crazy to help me take that final step to burst my comfort bubble. And with that being said, I decided to give myself a present for my 18th birthday. From me to me. You can always do that whenever you would like. In order to achieve this present, I would have to face some of my fears. So, come along on this crazy experience of a lifetime that I decided to take. On November 17th, I decided to do something that I have always wanted to do since I turned 15, and that was to jump out of a plane. Many of my relatives and friends asked me, "Are you scared?" And oddly enough, I was not even a tad bit nervous. I was actually super excited. The rush of jumping out at 120 miles per hour from 14,000 feet is an unexplainable feeling. And as soon as I saw that door open, that's when I began to feel the nervousness coming in. But somehow I was able to suppress them. Because this was my way of starting to become that outgoing person that I only saw in my dreams. Pause. But because everything going perfect would not combine with the year 2020, I obviously experienced some setbacks. Before being able to skydive on this day, I had came 3 days before when I had my first appointment. As I walked through the room, on my way to sign all the waivers and stuff, I was informed that we had been on a weather hold the whole entire day with the flights due to the aggressive winds that reached about 20 miles per hour. I was super bummed when they told me that I might not be able to skydive on that day and that I might need to have a rain check. They said that I could possibly wait it out and it would possibly get better as we go. So I waited and waited and waited, and then 4:30 came along and I realized that I was not going to be able to skydive on that day. So me, my mom, and my sister decided to leave, and we decided to rain check for the next upcoming 3 days. I was super bummed, and my sister and mom were comforting me, telling me that things happen for a reason. So I waited another 3 days to live this skydiving experience. To get here, we're truly forgotten. This was such a beautiful moment for me, and it truly helped me not to be afraid to do crazy things that may or may not feel uncomfortable to me. I felt like the world was at my hands, and nothing will ever replace this experience. So what I want you guys to take from this is to be brave and don't be afraid to burst out of your comfort zone. Because like John Asraf said, a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Thank you.